weapon, a bringer of death. And now, you're nothing. I will keep on killing you. Again and again.
I recently checked out a game called Furi. I picked it up on Steam, but you can also get it on Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. It's a super cool looking game. You play as this kind of mysterious swordsman character. You don't really know much about this character until the end of the game. But essentially, you were far too powerful that your enemies were unable to kill you, and you were far too dangerous. So what they had to do was build this special high-tech floating prison in the sky just to hold you. And they've been torturing you day after day until one day this man in a rabbit mask comes and decides to help you escape. And from there you set out to escape this prison, which is guarded by a series of these bosses, these guardians who are trying to, well, kill you or capture you and take you back to prison.
You'll never escape.
The game plays as a hybrid twin stick bullet hell shooter and a hack and slash kind of melee fighter with sword play and one-on-one duels. Super cool combination. It works out great. The whole game is just a series of boss fights. So each boss fight is going to have a different feel from the last, and it's going to require different strategies. You're going to have to learn the patterns of these bad guys that switch up over the course of the fight, and probably die a lot of times before you make it on to the next level. Usually there's going to be a series of running around, the bullet hell stuff, dodging bullets. You can actually parry the bullets and send them flying back towards your enemy if your timing is right. You'll be running around dodging and then firing back. You have these like laser pistols that you'll be shooting back at the enemies. And whenever you can get up close, you'll slash until eventually the boss is weakened enough, and then you go in for a straight up close range melee fight. And there's still going to be more dodging and more parrying and waiting for the opponent to have an opening so you can just start hacking and slashing. You really have to have quick reflexes for this game. You have to practice. You have to learn the patterns of the bad guys, and it's just a whole lot of fun. It is a lot of challenge, and it is a lot of fun. In between these boss fights, there's not too much. You kind of slowly walk from one scene to the next as this guy in the rabbit mask talks to you and kind of helps you understand a little bit more of the story. You walk very painfully slow. In fact, it's actually more enjoyable to just you can just press A and your character will automatically walk to the next area. That way you can just kind of take in the story and watch. You're not trying to slowly creep your way through. But it's nice. There's really cool environments to see here. They did such a great job with the visual artistic design of this game. It really reminds me a lot of Afro Samurai, and I've heard other people say this too. You have this tall, dark, strong, silent type swordsman, and then you're followed around by this more eccentric character who provides all the dialogue. In fact, I thought he was more of I thought he was all in the imagination of the character for most of the game. I was very confused when I found out he's actually a real person. But anyways, side note is over. Anyway, super cool game design. The sound is really cool as well. It's got this electronic soundtrack. It really fits with the kind of futuristic cyberpunk setting here. They did such a great job of crafting this game world and these characters that I would like to see more. I would really like to see a sequel, and they did kind of hint at that at the end, but it's been a few years since the game's come out. I haven't heard any word of a sequel, but I do hope to see more, and I hope they flesh out the story more, and I would like to see some other levels between the boss fights. I understand the game was designed to be a series of boss fights, but still, another kind of gripe I had was, for reviewing this game, I kind of wanted to get through it without spending too much time. So I thought, you know what, I don't like playing on easy, but maybe I'll lower the difficulty just so I can see the whole game. Bad idea. Do not do that. Not only will the bad guys just act a little bit less aggressively, but actually you miss out on whole huge chunks of the game. It's way shorter. The boss fights only last a small percentage of the normal length. You won't see half of the things they're supposed to do in the boss fight, and it just takes away a lot of the challenge and a lot of the content from this extremely creative and fun game. I wish they could have come out with another way to kind of lower the difficulty if you wanted to lower the difficulty without missing out on all that content and all that length of the game. But really, this is for somebody who wants a challenge. They're up for the challenge. They're willing to die quite a few times and keep trying. There's a whole lot of satisfaction to be found once you do triumph over each boss. Some of them are just super intensely difficult, while others are not so bad. But it really comes down to trying and trying again and learning their patterns and their behaviors, and really kind of mastering the flow and the movement of your hero's character that you control. There are multiple endings to this game, and it's pretty short, probably maybe about 6 hours or so. If you die a lot of times like me, I actually didn't quite make it through. I had a couple more boss fights and I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm moving on to another game, because I want to get this review out for you guys. So I'm sorry to say, I went ahead and watched somebody else's YouTube video just for the ending to see, okay, how does this end? What are the last couple of boss fights I missed? But overall, I love this game. I would definitely come back to it. It's a challenge. It'll have you wanting to throw your controller, curse at the screen, but it is beautiful. It has so much style, and the gameplay feels smooth, and it's a cool mix of bullet hell and hack and slash, and it just works. It's something, it's a game unlike anything else I've played, and I'd highly recommend checking it out if you're up for the challenge. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching today. If you want to see more game reviews and other content, I'd appreciate it if you click on that subscribe button. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next time as well in the comments. Give me a shout out and I'll get back to you. Thanks again so much for watching. Until next time, take care.